Welcome to the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. I'm your host, Tyler. And with me, I have the mighty monster master baiter himself, my co-host, Anthony. It's not like...
What?
It's like you bait them into traps.
Nah.
Like mighty... If you're new here, this is how this works. I'm going to read Anthony here a scary story about some kind of cryptid, monster, ghoul, ghost, undead, paranormal entity, extraterrestrial thing, where in the story I've redacted the name of the creature and replaced it with descriptions. And then Anthony here gets to guess what the creature might be.
Absolutely.
After that, we're going to go into the history of it. If there's any like known sightings, any kind of possible lore, where it comes from. And then we'll do a little pop culture. If there's any movies, books, TV shows, trading card games, if it's in role-playing games and any kind of games. Do a little what-if scenario. If you had to fight this thing, you already know you would probably try to masturbate it. And finally, if we're making a movie, what's the story going to look like? Who we're casting, storyboards,
My favorite.
some scenes, you know, what's the tone of the movie going to be, the genre. So, yeah.
Just want to take this quick second to say, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and turn that bell on for any notifications to stay updated for when we post. Go ahead and leave a like, help us out. And then follow us on our other social media platforms. We are on Instagram, we're on TikTok. And then also, if you don't want to watch us on YouTube, we are on every audio site that is available and will actually let us on. Audible, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and some others that I didn't even know existed. So that's exciting.
And leave a rating if you like our content. Share it with your friends. If you're like, hey, man, I found these two goofy motherfuckers online and they just keep talking about weird cryptid creatures.
Exactly.
If you think your friends are into it, just, be like, hey, you should try this podcast out.
Then also, if you want to, support us, we do have a support link that goes to our, what is it? Or Buzzsprout?
Buzzsprout. Yeah.
Buzzsprout. It goes to our Buzzsprout. Sorry, I don't handle all the links. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, thank you.
All right, so start this off after we're done begging, panhandling, prostituting ourselves. Anthony here gets 3 yes or no questions to kind of narrow down what this thing might be. Now, season 0, we were kind of all over the place. I was just whatever kind of tickled my fancy, whichever, thing kind of caught my eye, piqued my interest, made me lick my lips a little bit. I just kind of, figured out a story and kind of ran with it. It was worldwide. We were all over the place. Africa.
Mm-hmm. That's all you named.
North America.
We were just in Africa.
The Philippines. We were just all over Europe. We did a lot in Europe. We were kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But this season, for season 1, I've focused on North America and strictly North America.
Okay. So first things I'm going to ask is this thing bipedal?
Yes.
I hate you. Is this thing city side?
What do you mean city side?
So like, does it hang around like more cities and all that stuff, or is it more countryside?
No, it is. It hangs around.
Yeah.
In near people, yes.
Because what I thought is like countryside, like, oh, okay, well,
you're not gonna walk into the woods and find this.
Yeah.
It's in a city.
It is in a city. Lives in a city. Okay.
Actually, a very large city.
Really? Oh, in a very large city. Is it? I don't know if I should be using my last guess on this, but I feel like is it one of the top 5 cities in North America? Or sorry, I'm thinking of USA. Oh no. No.
What are the top 5 cities in North America? Like obviously New York.
Yeah, New York. I would say
Toronto.
Toronto, yeah. I would say Mexico City would be one because that's the
That'd
capital.
be the fifth one.
That would be the fifth one?
Yeah, that'd be the fifth one.
Would you consider Miami
a great city?
I would say Atlantic.
I don't know.
Either Los Angeles, Atlantic.
Atlantic City?
Yeah, Atlantic City.
Who's going to Atlantic City anymore?
It's still one of the top cities. I don't know if it's the big one.
I don't think it is.
We already, because we said Toronto, New York. Those are the two ones I know. And Mexico City would be in the top 5 as well.
Maybe. It's your top 5. You pick the 5 cities. I'll tell you if it's in it or not.
Okay, all right, top 5. My top 5 biggest cities in North America. All right, Mexico City, right?
No, it's not there.
No,
I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's not there.
Okay, we got, I'm going to go ahead and not in any order. Toronto.
Nope.
Miami.
Nope.
New York.
Nope.
San Francisco.
Nope. It's not in any of those cities.
Wow, insane. So you literally picked DC, didn't you?
Nope.
I don't know then. What city? There's Atlantic City, Kansas City. I don't know. I don't even think Kansas has something called Kansas City.
All right, we got to get you off the geography. We're going to be stuck here for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. Wendigo.
Nope.
That's my safest pick.
It's going to land one day.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. Sorry. Not Wendigo. Slender Man.
Nope. All right, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Your drive home tonight's going to be awful.
Okay.
Okay. The name of this story is Still Trying to Get Home. Archer Avenue lay quiet after midnight, the pavement stretching flat and empty beneath a low veil of fog. Streetlights dimmed as the road passed Resurrection Cemetery, their glow bending against the iron gates as if reluctant to linger. That's when Joseph noticed her standing there. She was just beyond the entrance, a young woman in a white dress that looked untouched by time or weather. She wore no shoes. Her posture was composed, almost formal, as though she had stepped outside only moments ago and expected to return shortly. She did not wave or call out. She simply waited. Joseph slowed without fully understanding why. When she smiled, it was with relief rather than urgency. She climbed into the passenger seat, carefully smoothing her dress as she sat. The car dipped slightly, heavier than it should have been. A chill crept through the interior, subtle but immediate. "Thank you," she said. "I just need to get home." Her voice was soft, polite, and oddly distant. As Joseph drove, she gave directions using landmarks he barely recognized. Dance halls long closed, diners replaced by vacant lots, and then the radio began to lose reception, stations dissolving into static one by one until there was nothing left but a faint hiss. Fog thickened around the car, and without realizing it, Joseph passed the cemetery again. The gates loomed beside the road, closer than they should have been, and the woman turned her head to look at them, her expression unreadable. The iron bars rattled faintly, though the night was still. "Here is fine," she said. Joseph pulled over. When he turned to respond, the seat beside him was empty. The door had not opened. The air inside the car warmed instantly, like it held a breath finally released. On the passenger seat was a shallow impression pressed deep into the fabric, as though someone had been sitting there far longer than a living body could manage. Joseph drove home in silence. When he spoke of it later, people did not interrupt him. They asked only one question: what was she wearing? When he told them, they nodded, and some looked away. They said she had been seen for decades, leaving dances, hitchhiking along Archer Avenue, always asking for a ride home. Sometimes she vanished from cars, sometimes she walked back through the cemetery gates, which opened for her and closed behind her without a sound. Few drivers claimed something worse. They said they found fingerprints on their door handles the next morning, pale, smeared, pressed hard from the inside. Joseph never drove Archer Avenue late again, but others still do. And on nights when the fog settles low and the hour grows quiet, a girl in white stands by the gates of Resurrection Cemetery, waiting patiently for someone kind enough not to know better, where she's still trying to get home.
This sounds so familiar. This
is the base for so many things.
This sounded so familiar, like the story of like a ghost trying to get home. Oh my, it's definitely a spirit. It's definitely a spirit, but I don't know like the name of the spirit, of course. So, ooh, bold of you for trying to go for ghosts.
I know, right?
That's bold. That's bold. I'm gonna just give a generic thing. The lady in white.
You're gonna be close. You're close with that, because a lot of places have a lady in white.
Yeah. See, that's why I said generic. You know, because but like I said, ghost.
This one, I'll give it to you. The lady in white. This is Resurrection Mary.
Oh.
Resurrection Mary is a well-known Chicago area ghost of the vanishing hitchhiker type, a type of folklore that is known in many cultures. According to the story, the ghost resides in Resurrection Cemetery in Justice, Illinois, a few miles southwest of Chicago. Resurrection Mary is considered to be Chicago's most famous ghost.
Ooh.
So, since 1930, several men driving northeast along Archer Avenue between the Willowbrook Ballroom and Resurrection Cemetery have reported picking up a young female hitchhiker. This young woman is dressed in somewhat formally in a white party dress and is said to have light blonde hair and blue eyes. Other reports indicate that she wears a thin shawl and dancing shoes, carries a small clutched purse, and possibly is very quiet. And as the driver nears Resurrection Cemetery, she disappears into it. According to the Chicago Tribune, full-time ghost hunter Richard Crowe has collected 36 substantial reports of Mary from the 1930s to the present.
Interesting.
So,
insane that this is like 1930s. Is that when it started?
That's when it started. Ooh. So, the Willowbrook Ballroom, formerly the O. Henry Ballroom in Willow Springs, Illinois, starts kind of where the story begins. The story goes that Mary had spent the evening dancing with her boyfriend at the O. Henry Ballroom. At some point, they got into an argument and Mary stormed out. She left the ballroom and started walking up Archer Avenue. She had not gotten far when she was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver who fled the scene, leaving Mary to die. Her parents found her and were grief-stricken at the sight of her body. They buried her in the Resurrection Cemetery, wearing a beautiful white dancing dress and matching dancing shoes. The hit-and-run driver was never found.
Crazy.
So this is the other part. So this is like well known in the Chicago area, right?
Really? Okay.
So I was reading about this and I was like, all right, like let me get off of like Wikipedia and like some of the other like mainstream and like let me start really digging into this. Okay.
So let me see what you see.
This one comes. Now this is a Reddit post, right?
Okay.
Of the guy's name is Jizzle Bear.
I trust him.
Or Geisley Bear. This is from a year ago. He said, I worked at Resurrection Cemetery digitizing their records years ago. They'd regularly replace the gate bars because they always had handprints and they always came back. No one who worked there would talk about it. And the building, I think the chapel, was very creepy. Sounds would come from there at night after the cemetery had closed. So there are handprints and they have a photo of the handprints that are like burned, right? So it's like these green and then like there's like obviously like handprints,
yeah,
and they're like twisted and warped. And a lot.
That's wild.
So the cemetery itself is like, oh no, this isn't that. It's not haunting. It's not this. It's people running their vehicles into the gate. It's kids setting fires. It's this. It's that. But it's like nothing localized to a handprint on a ball.
Okay, this is one thing that I just. Why can't those people just be like, oh yeah, it's haunted. It's like haunted. You know, I mean, everybody's just like,
I wish they would.
It's like, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, is it because you think your loved ones aren't in peace?
So I think it's more so if we say it's haunted, we're going to attract a whole different crowd than people grieving.
Oh, okay.
And we want to respect the grieving families. And we want to respect the dead. We don't want a bunch of dumbass podcasters coming in here talking about welcome to the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. Today we're on site on Archer Avenue outside of Resurrection Cemetery trying to find Resurrection Mary. You know, like beep, beep, beep. It's like Mary, where are you? You know, I think that's what it comes down to.
You know what? When you put it like that, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, they should honestly just be like, okay, there's a rule. If you're like, no one's allowed in for like ghost hunting or, you know,
but
stuff like that.
But it's one of those,
I think it's only for cemeteries.
And,
you know,
well and this is like I agree with you, but in the name of the game. Mm-hmm. That is online entertainment nowadays. People don't give a flying fuck about that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, I'm not supposed to. Oh, well, let me put on my Meta Ray-Bans and black out the dot so they can't tell I'm recording and I'm going to walk around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, let me fix a camera to my chest through a buttonhole so I can record. And they'll find a way to do it. You know what I mean? Like they won't respect
that is true until like
what I really wish the Strider just scared the absolute scared piss out of you.
The cat is over there and the chair moved and I didn't see the cat.
So my thought process would be to hire a demon, and anybody who breaks the rules, they just let the demon drag them to hell.
Holy shit. So we got this new security.
Yeah. His name is Beelzebub. He's the Lord of Flies and Contagion.
Can you imagine telling
and he's going to put worms in your butt. Like,
I have a movie idea.
Wonderful. All right. So I have some sightings. Jerry Paulus, a Chicago Southsider, reported in 1939 he met a person whom he came in to believe was Resurrection Mary at the Liberty Grove and Hall at 47th and Mozart, and not the O. Henry Willowbrook Ballroom. They danced, even kissed, and she asked him to drive her home along Archer Avenue, exiting the car and disappearing into the front of Resurrection Cemetery. Could you imagine? Okay, we're going to fast forward a couple years. 1973, Resurrection Mary was said to have shown up at Harlow's nightclub on Ciro Avenue in Chicago's southwest side. That same year, a cab driver came into Chet's Melody Lounge across the street from Resurrection Cemetery to inquire about a young lady who had left without paying her fare.
Oh, okay.
Sightings in 76, 78, 80, 89 reportedly involving cars striking or nearly striking Mary outside Resurrection Cemetery. Mary disappears, however, by the time the motorist exits the car. She has also reportedly burned her handprints into the wrought iron fence around the cemetery, and she did this kind of the first time in August of 76. Although officials at the cemetery have stated that a truck had damaged the fence, with no evidence of a ghost at all. In a January 31st, 1979 article in the Sunburn Trib, columnist Bill Geist detailed the story of a cab driver, Ralph, who picked up a young woman, a looker, a blonde. She was young enough to be my daughter, 21 tops, near a shopping center on Archer Avenue. Quote, a couple miles up Archer there, she jumped with a start like a horse and said, here, here, and I hit the brakes. I looked around and I didn't see no kind of house. Where, I said, And then she sticks her arm and points across the road to my left and says, there. And that's when it happened. I looked to my left like this, at this little shack. And when I turned, she was gone, vanished. And the car door never opened. May the good Lord strike me dead. It never opened. End quote. Geist described Ralph as not an idiot or manic, but rather, in Ralph's own words, a typical 52-year-old working guy, a veteran father, Little League baseball coach, churchgoer, the whole shot. Geist goes on to say, quote, the simple explanation, Ralph, is that you picked up the Chicago area's preeminent ghost, Resurrection Mary, end quote. And then I have another one from Reddit, from Wise Equivalent 4519. This was almost a year ago. I have family buried in the cemetery. When my grandma died, I was 11. We buried her next to my grandfather and my uncle in the cemetery. It was daytime during the summer, and I was riding in the backseat of my dad's car, looking out of my window, looking at the cemetery. That's when I saw her. She was walking along the fence. She was beautiful. Long white dress flowed with the breeze, her arms outstretched as she dragged it along the fence behind her. I got a feeling of being unable to pull my eyes away from her and watched her stop walking. My dad's car stopped at the red light ahead before being able to turn into the cemetery. I watched her turn her head and stare directly at me. I put my hand up to the window and watched as she raised her hand slowly and waved before completely disappearing. I've only told this to a couple people, definitely not my family, as I know they wouldn't believe. But I know what I saw, and I never saw her again after that. But every time I visited my grandparents and my uncle, I've always got a feeling driving between those cemetery gates, and the feeling disappears every time I leave.
That's wild.
Like, could you imagine? So, obviously, this has been a big, like, whoo, we gotta figure out what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, people believe that they have figured out who Mary actually is.
Oh.
Some researchers have attempted to link Resurrection Mary to one of the many thousands of burials in Resurrection Cemetery. A particular focus on these efforts has been Mary Bregovi, who died in 1934, although her death came in an automobile accident in the downtown Chicago Loop. In 1999, Chicago author Ursula Belsky documented a possible connection to Anna Maria Norkus, who died in a 1927 auto accident while on her way home from the O. Henry Ballroom. A theory that gained popularity in recent years.
Okay.
So, Chicago's mainline ghost, like the one, the only Resurrection Mary.
That's such insane. Oh Lord.
So, and this is kind of like, this goes to me, and this is going to kind of lead into our pop culture segment. If you've ever seen a movie or heard of a hitchhiking ghost,
yeah,
it starts with her.
Oh, she started it all.
For a lot of what I could find, stemmed from kind of tracing back stories.
Her story was just like, oh, that's an insane like hitchhiking like story. That just I
think a lot of it stems from like, especially in like our more recent tellings, because everybody's heard a hitchhiking ghost story, but it's like my dad. Well, it's like, yeah, your dad wasn't alive in the 30s. You know what I mean? His dad was alive in the 30s, and he's probably the one that told you about the hitchhiking ghost, and it's just kind of melded and changed over time.
It's insane to see. Like, oh, man, I don't know, dude. I had something I was gonna say, but I forgot already. God.
Yeah, she's kind of been given that like title of like, she's the first.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, dude, I 100% think that she I could see her being definitely like 100% real,
Mm-hmm.
not just from all the encounters or whatever, but based off of the way that she died was the moment. If the accountability is true of having a fight or whatever, her emotions are full negative.
Yep.
She has that grief already,
Yep.
and so she wouldn't go. Yeah, she would not
Dies
go.
in a hyper tragic way.
Yeah, she would not go out. She would not rest in peace until like she figured that argument or like
Yep.
everything is bygones be bygones.
Or like who did it? Who hit her?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't even think like I feel like the having that fight would trump the death of her, like in her, like that's what makes her stay.
I gotcha. Interesting.
Like I feel like her emotions was like I didn't get to figure out.
She didn't have the closure of the fight.
Yes,
so
there we go.
She can't move on.
Exactly.
Interesting. I kind of like it in the idea of like the sudden tragic, like I'm just trying to get home and it happens so suddenly and she's confused and it's like I'm just trying to get home. Like in that like I can't get home. You know, your parents are gone, like, you know, kind of family might have just ended with her, you know, like there might not have been anything else because she died so young. So I don't know if she had any siblings or anything like that, but very sad. So pop culture time. Okay. Unsolved Mysteries did an episode on her. Season 6 of episode 15. Much like all unsolved mysteries, it ends unsolved. Resurrection Mary has appeared in pop culture media like The White Wolf or The World of Darkness, which as a supernatural entity. So I looked into The World of Darkness. It is a like tabletop RPG style thing, but it's like low magic, but it happens in our our history.
Okay.
So kind of cool. I was actually like looking through that a little bit, and they have, you know, like where you deal with werewolves or entities, but she was kind of like a quest giver because of like she was kind of peaceful. Not really malicious.
Yeah, I don't see her being a malicious entity.
Of course, she's pretty much influenced all Hitchhiker ghost stories. And that brings us to the movie. The Legend of Resurrection Mary, released in 2007.
Okay.
Here's the synopsis.
All right.
Jeff Price nearly runs down a beautiful yet mysterious young girl walking alone by Resurrection Cemetery. Jeff offers to give her a ride, and by the time he drops her off, a mutual attraction is obvious. But Jeff's life begins to spin out of control shortly as he's asked Mary to be his date to homecoming. One by one, his friends are brutally murdered. Having spent time in juvenile hall, Jeff becomes the prime suspect. Who is Mary? Why is everyone around him dying? And will Jeff's desperate measures to clear his name put him face to face with the real killer?
I can kind of guess who the killer is, but
Who's the killer?
I'm assuming it's Mary. I mean,
Well, guess what I did?
What?
I watched this movie. Surprisingly okay. When I read it and I saw I was like, buddy, here goes another hour and 30 minutes of my life.
Like, oh, well, you know.
Some of the effects were
Okay.
So they had this weird, every time they transitioned was like comic book art. And I was like, it was really weird. So it'd be like, freeze frame, and then it would dissolve into like a comic book art style, and then it would panel over, and then the next scene would start.
To be fair, I mean, better than a lot of the other movies.
Better than a lot
than you've
but
seen.
It was definitely like the PowerPoint transitions of yeah. It did have a couple good jump scares in it. There was one where Mary appears in the window of the car, and I was like, oh shit, oh my god, there's a girl there. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was good. Okay.
Yeah. So long story short, the movie goes, kid meets girl. Gets hard for girl. Fights friend because friend is drinking at after party of homecoming. Right? Friend dies. Mystery ensues. They had the buddy cops that were like investigating everything. The main kid, Jeff, lives with his grandma. And his like the scene was kind of weird because like they have a fight and like Mary's there and it's like, Jeff, let's just go, it's not worth it. And then like I can't even remember the guy's name, but he like goes to bed, like passes out because he's drinking, and then his girlfriend like goes in there and she's like, oh, like starts kissing all over him.
Yeah.
And then she like turns him over and his neck's just gored open, just cut. And I'm like, oh man, you were like getting ready to bang that, like, nasty bitch. Well, anyway, so
Christ.
Mary gets jealous of dead dude's girlfriend, the corpse fucker.
Okay.
Potential corpse fucker.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so
What, does she fight her in the afterlife?
no. Like, he's like, oh man, like, you know, and she's like, I know it wasn't you, and he's like, yeah, I know it wasn't me either, and like, you know, they kind of grieve together, and then Mary just like pops up, and she's like, what was that about? And he's like, oh, Mary, like, oh, like you're here, and back and forth. Anyway, multiple people die around Jeff, and Mary's like, oh man, like you can't leave, and he's like, no, because the police are telling me that it's me, and I know it's not me, and I got to go to Canada. They're like, what? Brother, you don't have a passport. Like, how are you getting to Canada? You're 16. Like, it ain't happening.
I don't know. He probably
18, whatever. It's homecoming.
Yeah.
Come to find out, Mary's done this a couple times. Like, she'll find people and then like have like a spiritual
imprint,
like attraction. Like they're already spiritual, so she'll like gravitate to them. She can appear to them, whatever.
Okay.
Come to find out, it's not Mary killing these people, but it's Mary's ex-boyfriend from 1930, who they had a fight. He got behind the wheel of his vehicle, drunk, and smoked her going home. So, remember your theory of not being able to let go because of the fight? That's why he's a ghost.
He or she?
He.
Oh, he's
So
also a ghost?
He and she are ghosts together, and they're linked together because she can't move on because he's holding her there, grounding her because of their fight and what he did to her.
Okay.
And he won't let it go. He's like, I still love you, Mary. We're going to be together. Blah, 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 blah. And then, like, he's the one going around and, like, killing everybody, trying to frame Jeff. So Jeff gets fucked in prison, and then...
because she's trying to move on.
She's trying to move on.
Okay, that was a huge plot twist, and I thought.
Yeah, it was like, okay.
I'm pretty sure they had to do a plot twist from the synapse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Mary gets fed up with ex-boyfriend and sends him to hell with grave magic, and she's just like, blah. He just like gets old and then just turns into stars.
Okay.
And then she moves on in the afterlife as an old lady. She drops the visage. Now she's old, and it's like, okay, cool. And then Jeff leaves the graveyard with a boner and blue balls, and that's kind of how the movie ends. He is completely out, like off the hook for all the murders. I still don't know how they proved it.
He's
like plot armor.
The only thing that I think he's not winning the corpse allegations.
I'm sorry. If you ever walk out of the cemetery with police, full hard on, like fully erect to your grandma to give you a blanket and a hug, you have bigger problems.
That's why I say he's not beating those.
No, he's
not beating those corpse
like
allegations.
if I got wind of a kid in high school doing that, right, I would be like, that dude's in there banging the dead. And that would
that's why I said
like
he's
that
not
would be
the corpse
like we are full sending that rumor.
No, there was this ghost girl. Just how do you defend yourself against that? It's like, guys, I swear it was a
ghost girl. Like
like what?
Really, Jeff? Really? It was a ghost girl? I'm gonna give them a second to calm down. So, yeah, I was kind of like, let me put it to you. if 10-year-old me would have watched this movie, right? I would have been like, yo, I watched a horror movie. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like there was dead people in it and hot chicks. And it was very circa 2007.
Yeah.
Like the digital cameras, nobody has a cell phone. Like the haircuts were very 2007. I was like, okay. Took me back to my high school days. If I would have watched that movie when I was 10, I would have been like, oh man, I watched a crazy horror movie. If I would have watched that at any point after that, I'd been like, this movie was mid. Like, okay, we watched a horror movie. All right, cool. There's a couple good jump scares. A couple of the effects were cool, but that was about it.
I think nowadays it's kind of like, okay, because you've seen so many.
Dude, I'm so desensitized.
So it's like, okay, I've seen so many bad ones that this one was actually pretty good.
I've seen a lot of bad ones. I've also seen, like, dude, I've seen some hella good horror movies.
And there's some good ones that I'm never even going to watch because I'm going to keep it at a stack. I'm a pussy. That's all it is. I'm scared of watching it, and
I'm telling you, still to this day, Hell House LLC. Still
I was about to bring it up.
That one.
Do you know what's crazy? While everybody was watching the scene or whatever of old girl when he's filming himself and like talking or whatever, he's like,
yeah, blah blah blah. Her in the room,
or I think he was sleeping, right?
Yeah, he was.
Or was
sleeping.
he talking in the camera?
No, he was sleeping. He woke up and he turned the light on, and she was behind him.
Oh yeah, he turned the lights on, looks at the camera, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah,
and then he notices her. And he's like, whoa.
Yeah. And then he puts the cover.
100%, dude.
I'll be real. Right when he did that, I immediately knew there was about to be another jump scene. I turned and looked away. No one noticed.
That's hilarious that you turned and looked away. Because I was facing the opposite direction because I had watched that movie earlier that week.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh man, I haven't seen this movie in a minute. And I watched it and I watched that scene and I remembered how terrified I was watching that scene. I was like, never fucking again.
Because you were behind me, right?
Yeah, I was standing up.
And then you turned around.
I turned around and looked off into the darkness.
I turned around and was staring at you.
Yeah, like I wasn't going to turn around because that scene still to this day fucks me up.
That, or what I'll do is I'll just watch the scene, but I'll just close my eyes.
Yeah. Go watch Resurrection Mary, 2007. It's free on whatever websites. Tubi. I'm sure it's free on
YouTube.
No, it wasn't on YouTube. It was on like fan movies or something like that.
Oh,
Go watch it. And then go watch Hell House LLC. Go watch Hell House.
Yeah.
So good.
I still.
Oh, excuse me. So, scenario time. You're on your way home from a long day at work.
Mm-hmm.
You're tired and you're driving up Archer Avenue when you see her on the other side of the gates.
Mm-hmm.
She's watching, and you're kind of caught eye contact with this woman in white, and you give a long blink for a second. You know how you kind of like, am I seeing that right? And boom, she's in the car passenger seat. Boom, she's there.
Uh-huh.
What do you do?
So immediately.
That's exactly where I'm going. I'm out the fucking car.
No, I'm not getting out. I only do this because I'm scared. I'm like, what did you do? It's like, because what she seems like, she doesn't seem malicious.
No.
This is the first spirit that I think is like, oh, she's confused. She's not angry. She doesn't show anger like towards people, whatever. Especially if you try to help her.
This isn't Resurrection Mary. This is Resurrection Maria. She's coming in there just fist up, ready, punching you, driving your car. Like, fuck, goddamn.
It's just a scene of me driving, right? It's just like you're on the windshield POV and you just see me driving. And I'm like this, but like you're looking this way, right? And you're just seeing me. All you see is like a hand keep going, like punching me over and over. It's like, oh, fuck.
It's all in slow mo. You know how they do it, and then like their eye, like.
I was thinking not even slow motion, just straight like, bah 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 over and over again, and then just like just combos.
I'm sorry, Mary.
You just see combos coming out.
No, but like if that happens to me, I'm immediately wrecking my car. Immediately sending it.
I think this one is more of like if she just immediately just jumps into the seat.
Like, bitch, we're going in the ditch.
Like,
I might die next to you out of fright, out of heart attack.
Oh, 100%.
I've had a long day at work. I'm probably about 2 energy drinks deep. Like, I'm on my way to the gym. I'm listening to angry music, and all of a sudden this bitch appears in my passenger seat. Like,
I know.
I can only hope that when I die from the heart attack, my foot just immediately presses down on the gas and I just sail into something else. You know what I mean? Maybe like a storefront or like an 18-wheeler. It's an 18-wheeler filled with like chickens.
Listen,
I want to traumatize somebody's day so bad that they believe that I am now a ghost, and then I come back as a ghost and haunt.
Let me add on to this scenario for you.
Me and Mary just like chilling in the on the gates, like sitting on the gates, kicking our feet. Like, all right, I bet you can't go get that one, and it's you driving. She's like, oh, I got him, and she ducks down behind the gate, and she's like, and you blink, and then she's there.
No, all right. Let me give you this scenario then. Okay. Right, the driving, boom, boom. She teleports in. Yep. Right. You're able to stop the car, right?
Yep.
You get out.
Yep.
And let's say you just like you start just running, because I know you'd be scared, right? You start running.
Well,
let's say you start running.
Okay.
And then you look behind you and she's running after you. Like, what are you doing in that scenario too?
Probably just letting her have me at that point. Like, I'd just die.
I just imagine that, like, because if I were
Scooby-Doo jump in front of the semi oncoming traffic, like.
Next thing you know, she's actually in the car. Yeah. She's the one driving the car.
Driving the car and smokes me. No, I was actually thinking about like the.
Because I don't know what you would do other than like.
She appears in the car and I'm like, oh shit, bitch! Like, it's grass, gas, or ass. Pick one. Bitches don't ride the roller for free. No?
No, I wanted to say something else, but anyway. Nothing.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
Nothing. It's... Anywho. Let's carry on.
I'm just...
going to pull out like a 20 and be like, you know, like what you just give me.
Oh, she...
It's like $100 back in their day, right?
Mary is turning over in her grave right now. You're going to be on your way home, and she's going to be in the center of the street waiting for your ass, and you're going to look, blink, and then she's going to be in the passenger seat, and she's like, I got $20. What did that get me? She's going to fucking wreck your car.
We said Maria.
No. Mary's coming to get you. You're going to wreck your car on your way home, and then they're going to be like, what happened? Because he was found, like, cut up glass, right? Broken arms where his airbag deployed, right? He somehow got out of the car and his pants were taken off. And she just got in there.
One sock was missing.
Yeah, we found it in his ass.
Oh my God.
No?
Movie time.
Movie time. Welcome to movie time. This is the part of our show where we're gonna make a little monster movie maker moment. Welcome to the monster movie maker moment. Me and Anthony are gonna make horror movies based on Resurrection Mary.
Exactly.
So I know you got an idea, but I wrote mine down. Ready?
Sure. Yep. You go ahead.
I'm gonna go first.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do a murder mystery style movie. Okay?
Okay.
Main character has a current day encounter with the ghost and just cannot get over it. Okay?
Okay.
Like, cannot. He's fucked up. The ghost is in his head. So he keeps going back to Archer Avenue again and again and again and again. And he keeps going back so frequently that she keeps showing herself to him again and again and again and again, right? So the idea is that this guy is trying to help her get figure out who did it. Like, that's the grounding point. She died so suddenly, She died in a state of like, why did this happen? Who was it? Like, who would do this to me? And like, so she keeps like basically possessing him and making him relive the last moments of her life. So it's like the scared feeling, and then boom, car, right? Like like she's walking away, you see the headlights come up the dark lane, smoke, boop, 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 boof, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then every time he does it, he's able to kind of like focus in on a new, like, oh, it was this model car. Oh, it was this color car. Oh, this happened to the car when I slid down the side of it. Oh, this was the license plate. Oh, this, you know, and it kind of adds up like, or like 5, 6 times.
Yeah.
But in that state, he starts losing his mind. So he's like, I'm figuring this out, but he's catching feelings for the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So because like he's kind of like, they're almost like trauma bonded, because he's lived her last moments again and again and again and again, right?
Okay.
So he figures out who did it.
Right.
And you have this moment of like, should I tell her? Should I not tell her? Like, I need to let her know. I don't need to let her know, right? Because he's afraid that if he lets her know, like, she's just going to be able to move on. So he finally decides that he's going to go tell her, but he is bringing some kind of supernatural, like, containment agent, like whether it be like
a divot box,
like a divot box, or some kind of like I'm going to capture her essence and keep her with me.
Okay. So, you're going like an Ed Lorraine Warren type deal.
Yes, like I'm going to bond you to this thing, and then I'm going to tell you. That way, you still can't leave me.
Yes.
So he goes crazy and basically like Ouija boards it out, like in the cemetery over her grave, and then it doesn't work. But he thinks it works, so he tells her, and he's like, I figured it out, like, Mary, like, we can be together forever, but I now I can tell you, now that you're like tied to this doll or this ring or whatever, this dress, whatever, like, it was so and so, he did this, he died a long time ago, blah blah blah.
Right.
And she's like, oh, thank you for telling me that, like, now I can move on, you psycho fuck. Like, you've done lost your mind. I cannot be with you.
Yeah.
We won't be together. I'm dead. And like, that's the realization, is like, she knows it, and she's like, I just want to move on.
Right.
I want to go to the afterlife.
Okay.
And he cannot figure it out. So like, she fucks off. And for like the third, you know how like movies are kind of broken up into like the first part, like the setup, the mystery, and then like
yeah.
Well, at the end, he's so far gone into this like psychotic episode that he's like over her grave with a Ouija board, doing all this stuff, like trying to summon her back, which he can't, yeah. Which she's gone. She won't pick up the phone. So he ends up just like hanging himself in the tree that's above her grave, so he can finally get to her.
Jesus.
And then he's the next ghost of Resurrection Cemetery.
Oh my gosh. That is such an insane
like such a twist, man. Like, yeah. You know, you see him, and that's the thing, like, I want it to be one of those like those movies where like it's a guy who's already down on his luck, you know what I mean? Like, he drives like the $500 shitbox car, you know, he's like mid-30s, like, you know, he just got laid off. You know, so it's like a lot of stuff is like affecting him, like already negative.
Yeah.
And then here's a light of positivity that he just clutches onto. But like, he's getting evicted at the end of the movie. He just doesn't, he's just like, I can't. And the psychosis, he just full sends it the wrong way.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. So believe it or not, I was also going to try to do like a little like, what you call it, kind of movie like murder mystery as well, almost. Instead, there's a little bit different characters. I would say this probably takes place maybe like 1980s, 1990s, or something like that. So I would say there's a group of I would say this is a group of local ghost adventure, you know,
Okay.
people like group. So you've got this normal group that are just wanting to explore the paranormals. Of course, I would say they're close to like 18, you know,
Okay.
almost 20, 18 to 21.
All right.
All right, group of 5, I would say. And I would say that their biggest thing is Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, of course, they have the Resurrection Mary. That's an actual person. They're like, oh, we should investigate our local ghost. Like, we have one. Let's just figure this out, right? Mm-hmm. So they get evidence. They hear different encounters. They do all this stuff. And they don't ever see her, right? Mm-hmm. Except when they're alone. So in each person's like each group,
so it's kind of told from like their perspectives being alone.
Yeah, I would say in each of their alone, mm-hmm. right? She is not evil. Mm-hmm. She is not, you know, anything like that,
she's
right?
She's not malevolent. She's not.
Until one of them's like, I guess they get scared or something like that, and they're like, because they didn't actually think about seeing her. Because they see the white dress walking the sidewalk or whatever. And he's like, so he gets into the car. When he starts it up, she looks up. And nice. it's him getting to the car or starting the car. Yeah. It's like trigger. A PTSD kind of trigger moment. Next thing you know, when he does that and then looks, she's not there anymore. Yeah. But then he sees into, I don't know why I keep playing with this, but like in the rear mirror, she's there, but she's scowling at him. Yeah. And then she's
got like the fucking tire marks or like,
broken glass or something in there now.
Broken nose and like all fucked up.
But then she just snaps his neck. Like she reaches over.
I love this idea, but I would take it to a step further. Where he's like in the car starting it, instead of his neck just snapping, he just like explodes from the inside out, just gores the entire inside of the car.
How would he gore though? Like why?
Like she just, whatever energy she puts into him, he just swells and pops like a fucking balloon, like a flesh balloon.
I have a better way of killing him, like something a little bit more gruesome, right? He sees her in the rear view. She does like a scream. Yeah. Like a banshee type wailing scream, right? And he just does that, and then just like blood coming out of his eyes, his ear, like the inside of his head just starts pops, and then you see his like eyes go in the back, and then just blood start coming out of the mouth, out of the nose, and then just hits the horn, and and everybody in the cemetery who are doing the adventures is like,
dude, where's your rat?
What the fuck? Like, what's that? Why is he at the car? Yep. They run back. They see all that. Police come. They do that. They go back to their houses. They go to the main character's house. Like his house, I guess, is like the main house of the friend groups. Yeah. And,
he's like the one guy that has the apartment.
Yeah, I would say he still lives with his parents.
Oh, okay.
You know,
bringing mom and dad into the mix. Okay.
And believe it or not, actually, I would say, in this case, it's his grandfather, right? Mm-hmm. His grandfather's rich, so he has the big house. That's why they got the good equipment, all that stuff. Anywho,
his grandfather's the one that killed Mary. Oh fuck! He kept the car. She knows his name.
So I was gonna have it to where
he had grandpa's car, and that's where old boy died because he got scared and had the.
So because she actually saw all the kids around the car when they first got there, she was like, "Oh, I know who
this is."
Because that's the same car. That hit Mary. Right, and it was the same. Now she goes after them. This is when she starts traveling away, but in each scenario, like they're like, okay, well, we'll come back to this tomorrow. Next thing you know, it's the girl. She's walking home. She's almost to her house. However, it's like she's walking down here. Her house is right here. And then Mary's right here. And it's like either you just see this, like she sees her,
fight or flight.
You see the broken glass in there, the scowling at her, and then it's like, oh fuck, she runs, but you see Mary run with her, and it's just, you just see that action of like, she tries to go for the door, just gets fucking tackled or something like that. And then maybe, I don't know how'd she die.
I got it. So every time Mary touches them, right, they twist like they're getting run over by a car.
Oh.
So like she gets to the door and like hand on the door, and Mary just like appears and touches her, and her hand snaps, like a wrist breaks, an arm breaks, and then she tumbles, and it's like tumble, and then she's in like the fetal position, and she's got like the marks where like flesh has been peeled away and everything else, like she's been drug under a car for like 30-40 feet. She's all fucked up, like skin just like melts off, like clothes ripped. Yeah, she just starts bleeding out in a pool.
Another one is like she finds one other kid who's like sleeping, the one in the group or whatever, and then like he wakes up to her and like standing over him in the bed, and then just like you somehow see like broken glass, but there was never any glass broken around him, but it's just like all in his face and like.
It's one of those things too where she could like touch him and he could like roll up the wall like super like paranormal, like that what is it?
There's always that smell of tar. I want to have it like, you know,
like asphalt, burnt rubber
type smell. Like,
I'm trying to think of like what was the movie? Oh, it was the Bell Witch movie that I watched for the Bell Witch episode, where the girl was just getting snatched around her room by her hair.
Oh,
yeah. But you could do something like that where he's just like getting rolled up the walls, but his like bones are breaking, like he's getting hit by a car. All the glass is going into him. It's like, where'd the glass come from? We don't know.
Yeah, I think at this point too, it's kind of like, they're figuring out, she's not like. They're dying, like the group's dying, and then it goes back to the main character, blah 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 blah. He's telling like, what do we do? It's like two of them left.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do? And then the grandfather comes in and overhears all this.
Gets word of his grandson's friends are dead.
Yeah, he tells, and he tells the story of, you need to make peace with her, or it's not gonna be good. It's like, why? It's like, because I've hit a woman before, like I hit like I hit no.
Grandpa comes in and says, I've hit women before.
I've hit a woman before.
Yeah. Goddamn Colonel Sanders. Like
no, it's like back in the 30s, I was driving after a party, he was drunk, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, smoking chick.
It was a hit and run. I didn't see her. Boom.
Yeah, but I went back to the cemetery when I knew what I had done, paid my respects.
But yeah, I don't know where I would go with this. I'll be real. I don't know where to.
So there has my thought of this movie idea is there has to be a point in which the group themselves made a had a transgression against her. Like whether it was I wouldn't say like desecrating her grave, but like doing the Ouija board on her grave, or doing, they were doing something that disturbed her, and then that's when she kind of goes on the I'll show myself. And then when they don't respond with respect, but with cameras, it's like like rip cord back, like holy shit, like this bitch is crazy. And then that's when like the PTSD like of the car started.
I got an idea in the very beginning. They're all together. They're at the grave, right? The asshole friend, the first one that dies, he's like, okay, I got something to put like forward to get some evidence of this, like right? He puts a toy car on her grave.
Oh yeah.
Right?
And that's what.
And then like a camera breaks or turns off, and they're like, you just charge this, like go get the battery from the car.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it's like, take this car off, that's too much. That's too far. It's like blah 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 blah.
But because something happens, they never remove the car.
Yeah.
And then
like, but he goes and he goes to the battery, and that's how he dies.
Yeah.
But I think I also wanted to have it to where even the grandfather, because the entire time as they keep coming back to the house, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, he tells like stop with that ghost mess, like
Yeah.
that stuff's not real, blah blah blah. It's kind of like he doesn't want to like acknowledge that
Yeah.
ghosts are real, because
Yeah.
if he does, then he knows her spirit is still out there,
Yeah.
and he has to face what he's done. But I also wanted to have to where like she meets him finally, and like
Maybe that's kind of your payoff of the, you know, it's kind of like that final, like, we're going to the cemetery and you're gonna show me what you're talking about, and they go there and he sees her and he's like, you look exactly the same.
yeah,
Like, and then like the recognition, and then like blah blah blah, and then it's like boom, and then he's like, you know what, I owe you my life for, you know, for what I did to you all those years ago. Like, go ahead, and then he can just, you know.
yeah. I can see it of his being more peaceful
Yeah.
than the others.
Yeah.
I think the two people left, they like they could just start walking back or whatever,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
It's interesting. Yeah, this one definitely like alludes to the murder mystery aspect of it, like in terms of like movie overall.
Yeah,
But
mine was too predictable. Mine was really predictable.
no. Like, but dude, not every movie that we come
Yeah.
up with is gonna have like some insane fucking twist.
I was also thinking of either having it be the grandfather of the guy that hit her, like hit her with the car, or the ex-boyfriend that had the argument.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
having
kind of interchangeable in terms
Yeah.
of like their position and what they need to kind of fulfill for the movie.
yeah.
I just excuse me. My big thing with the, like, how do I put this? With my movie, I didn't want her to be the villain. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The villain grows throughout it. But as she finally escapes the villain,
Yeah.
the villain, and that's kind of the thing, is like maybe I don't know. I feel like I could make the main character, like the one main character of my story, like even more of a shitbag. You know what I mean? Like maybe him and his girlfriend just broke up because he hit her, or he was like super possessive and like super manipulative. You know,
Well,
like
you can also instead like you see the progressions, like the character like the character development of it going, not, you know how a lot of times in stories you see character developments going up in a positive way.
Yeah.
Well, this one goes down in a negative way, to where he starts off as like an amazing person, like, oh wow, and then it's just what's happening with you? Like you see it in real time that
it
he's
was
just,
like in
you know, and it's kind of like you can see the crazy that's happening to him.
in the guy that did Weapons in Barbarian. Justin Long's in that movie, and he plays a character who is the perpetrator of an SA, right?
Okay.
And like the whole time he's fucking denying it. He's like, no. And it was like, when you meet him, it was just kind of like, oh, was it, you know? And it's kind of like the manipulation of it, and then it like really comes out that he was just a shitbag person.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm super rich, like I can get out of this, you know, like, and then he's like, oh, I have this Airbnb that I bought, like, oh my god, like there's a tunnel system underneath of it, I could rent this out for more rooms, you know what I mean? Like it was always about him and what he got out of the thing, whereas other people were like, hey, are you okay? You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of what I would like him to do, is like
Every action that he makes, there's something out of it for him.
There's something out of it for him, and it's one of those things where he's like, I can control a ghost. I can now have the aforementioned like knowing of the afterlife.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's like the narcissism, like going, like maxing it to 100.
It's narcissism, but there's also like the level of him kind of like.
Well, I think you should also have it to where he starts cutting off like family lines.
Oh,
like,
he's
burning bridges.
Yeah, he
with
burns
family.
all these bridges to basically be with this ghost, because he saw her one time and he's like, whoa. And then it was like every time he went back, it was like the kind of like, oh.
Does he kill anybody?
Himself.
Other than okay.
Nope. I want one death.
Oh.
I want when it goes to dead meat and it has the blue pie. That has the pie chart. It's just one big blueberry pie chart. You ever watch that YouTube channel, Dead Meat?
Oh no.
You should check him out. You'd have a ball. He's so good.
Gotcha.
He does the kill counts where he goes through movies.
Yeah. No. I did.
Yeah. Kill count. But yeah, no. I really want it to be like, as you get to know him more, the worse person he is. You know what I mean?
So as he's trying to uncover the truth of her,
you're finding out that he's willing to go further and further and further.
You're uncovering the truth about how far he's willing to go.
Yeah.
Okay. And like what his morals are.
And that's kind of like the third act twist is like, oh, this is the real him.
Yeah, he
wants to be controlling. He wants to hold her hostage basically, and like, no, you're gonna stay with me and you'll love me forever. And maybe it's one of those things like you won't age. You know what I mean? You'll be mid-20s forever.
That's crazy.
And like,
yeah,
just want that ghostessy.
That is.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just, my pants are looking right.
And then we take a comedy aspect of it, right? Comedy twist if we want. And then they're like getting busy, and then he pulls away, and it's Beetlejuice. No. Don't like that idea? The juice is loose. Like, oh God.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast, please go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, turn that bell on for any notifications to stay updated from when we post, and to follow us on our other platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, if you don't want to watch us on YouTube, we're on anywhere you listen to any other audio podcasts, Audible, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So yeah, anywhere they'll let us, we are there.
So what do you think ghost pussy tastes like?
All right, ghosts and ghouls.